We got a new region in Hello Kitty Island Adventure Update 2.0. This new region is City Town, and with it we get a new character, Usahana, new critters and fish, and a ton of new features and things to collect. In order to unlock the first quest that'll get you to City Town, you can do this pretty early in the game. You do need to have unlocked the fishing pole and the snorkel so that you can dive. In addition, there are 5 characters you're going to need to level up to level 7. These are Keroppi, Chromie, Batsmaru, Choco Cat, and Cinnamoroll. If you meet those conditions, then you're going to have a new quest, Ship Shape. To start the quest, go and talk to Batsmaru, and he says he needs a favor because he needs us to take a look at something. Follow him over, and there is a new boat at the end of the dock. He says it just appeared out of nowhere, and he says he doesn't know who captained it or where it came from. But now that we know it's actually here, we need to start an investigation, and says we better go talk to Choco Cat. Go and talk to Choco Cat. You'll find him over by the crafting bench with Keroppi, and Keroppi had seen a boat off the coast of the island near Spooky Swamp and Seaside Resort. He said it was beautiful, but he didn't see anyone sailing it, and no one waved back when he waved. And Choco Cat said that the choppiness of the sea and the shallow reefs make it impossible to sail to Friendship Island, and he says we need to find this boat. Luckily, we know right where that boat is, so meet everybody over by the dock and talk to Choco Cat again. He says that there's a course already set in the boat's navigational system, but something happens with the boat and it seems like it's broken. Choco Cat says it probably used up all its fuel to arrive here. Keroppi thinks that the boat was lonely and came here looking for friends. Batsmaru says it must be on an epic journey. Choco Cat says that it's a very imaginative set of options, and that perhaps with some investigation, and just as he says this, a little blue gem with glowing wings appears. No one knows what happened, but Choco Cat says he wants to take the object back to his tent to run some tests. He says we can all meet up later and he can share the results. But Batsmaru really wishes he knew more about the boat because we don't know how long it'll take Choco Cat to figure it out. Keroppi says we should do something fun while we wait, so we decide to head over to the cafe, get a snack, and tell Hello Kitty about the boat. When we get there, she's nowhere to be found and we're the only one who knows how to work the oven, and Batsmaru and Keroppi want a pumpkin pie and some milk bread. So make these over at the oven and then give them to them. Hello Kitty shows up and she's already seen the boat. She says it's so bright and colorful, like it came from a land of rainbows. Keroppi says maybe that is where it came from, and Hello Kitty says if you could sail down from a rainbow and into the water, maybe we can find a rainbow to sail up into the clouds. And as she says this, a pink gem with glowing wings appears, and Keroppi says he'll take a look at this one, and he says that this figment thing doesn't seem like it belongs on Friendship Island, that it belongs somewhere else. Batsmaru really wishes that the boat still works so we could explore in no time. We go and check in with Choco Cat to see how he's doing. He said he had an important idea, but he needs us to test it. He wants us to see if we can manifest more of these objects, and we tell him about the one we just made, talking about what sort of wonderful place maybe the boat came from. Hello Kitty says we were sort of speculating, and then poof. Choco Cat says he thinks these figments appeared the same way as the boat, and that they could be used to energize it. Choco Cat says this non-physical technology is difficult to study, but he's gonna continue investigating. But he thinks maybe we'll be the ones to find the solution. So Batsmaru suggests maybe we try imagining really hard to see if we can find another figment. Keroppi suggests giant rainbow butterfly that drinks from Spooky Swamp like it's a big flower, but nothing seems to work. Batsmaru says that it seems like they appear when we talk to someone new, and suggests that we go and talk to Chromie. So head over and talk to Chromie. She says that she needs to figure out who can run Spooky Swamp while she's gone, because she says she may be called away on an epic adventure at any moment. Batsmaru says she can't go on an epic adventure without us, or at least without him. She says that her destiny is calling in the form of a super cool glowy thing. She was working an idea for a novel and thinking it would be cool to find a new island when all of a sudden a swirl of colors appeared and this glowing thing appeared, and she thinks clearly as soon as she touches it, she'll be transported to a world that needs her to save it. So she needs to find someone to take over Spooky Swamp before then. She needs to be responsible. She says that the glowy thing is right over here, but after we follow her, it doesn't appear to be there. So it seems she's lost lost her key to this adventure, or as Batsmaru suggests, maybe another figment to power the boat? She says she didn't lose it, she just forgot where it was, but it's around here somewhere. So look around Spooky Swamp and try to find another one of these figments, these little glowy things. You'll find it just over the path on the other side of the ghost ride. She says it's super awesome and magical, and Batsmaru lets her know that Keroppi and Choco Cat already each have one, and she's disappointed it doesn't teleport you to another world in dire need of heroes. Keroppi explains that Choco Cat's been calling them figments, and that we're hoping it'll power a boat that appeared all on its own. And Keroppi wants to see the boat after we go and talk to Choco Cat. So go and talk to Choco Cat, and we let him know that we have one more. Choco Cat says that brings us to 3 figments, and he'd like to do an experiment. And because of our experience in crafting, he says we are best suited for this next step. And then he gives us crafting plans for the essence of imagination. He has us take all 3 figments and says we're going to fuse them together. So in order to make the essence of imagination, we just need 1 figment of each color. So craft the essence of imagination. Choco Cat says that working with imaginary technology is half art and half science, and you can't think about it entirely logically or else it falls apart. Says it's a very finicky material, but it makes wonderful objects. He says now that we have the essence of imagination, it's time to see what it does to the boat. So head back over to the boat, and Choco Cat says to move around the boat and see if there's a place that seems right, because he says this technology has a few quirks, but it's also forgiving and doesn't require precision. So if you head onto the boat, there is an exclamation point. After you click it, the character will walk around a little bit, and then the essence of imagination goes into the boat, and it looks like the boat's all ready to go. However, Choco Cat says we can't leave yet, because a successful adventure is a well-planned adventure, and he says the boat is ready to go, and with a little work, we will be too. So this completes the quest Ship Shape, and you'll have to wait until after Island Reset on the next day for the next quest in the series, Into the Fog. After Island Reset on the next day, you'll have a new quest available, Into the Fog. So track the quest and go and talk to Batsmaru. He says he's all ready to go. He has everything packed, but he's not sure about everyone else. He's gonna go check on the boat and asked us to go check on the friends, starting with Choco Cat. So this kicks off the quest. Go over and talk to Choco Cat. He says he's almost ready, but he needs a few supplies and asks for us to get them for him. So he needs 3 woodblock, 3 sparks, 3 mechanisms, and 1 blank book. If you're still really early in the game and you don't have these items yet, you can craft all of these items, but you may want to craft them ahead of time so you can use Choco Cat's abilities. And if these are really difficult for you to get, you may want to wait to start this quest just in case it locks the characters. Once you have the items, gift them to Choco Cat. He says he's all set and we should go check on Keroppi. So go over and talk to him. He admits he's a little worried because what if we get lost? No one would know where to look for us. He says we need a lookout, and we decide it would be perfect if Cinnamoroll could fly overhead and keep a lookout. So go and talk to Cinnamoroll. For me, he was waiting in the plaza, so we tell him about the new boat and ask him to come with us to keep a lookout. He says he has some chores to finish and he does them instantaneously, and the last person we need to check on is Keroppi. So head over and talk to her. She says she has everything she needs, but we need to stop by the cafe. So head over to Hello Kitty's cafe and you'll find My Melody waiting there too. Talk to Hello Kitty. We talk about going on the trip, and Keroppi asks Hello Kitty and My Melody to keep an eye on Spooky Swamp, and she says you have to make sure it stays ghostly and amazing while she's away. My Melody says she'll be as scary as she can be, and Hello Kitty says it was so cute that Keroppi decides maybe she'll have to come back as soon as she can. My Melody asked if we have everything we need, like snacks, and Keroppi realizes we don't have any snacks yet, so they decide we should make some veggie bread and cinnamon bread, as well as a mama's apple pie. So head over to the oven and make 3 veggie bread. You can make these with a spinach, then make 3 cinnamon bread. You can make these with a cinnabloom, and then 1 mama's apple pie with an apple. Once you have them, gift them to Keroppi, and now it's time to go. So head over to the boat and talk to Batsmaru. He says we're all set and ready to go, and if he's the captain, everyone needs roles. So everyone chooses a role for the boat, and it's time to go. The boat lights up, and you don't actually get to ride the boat anywhere. You're just instantly transported to City Town, which is a whole New Island. Choco Cat says it's not on any of his maps, and Batsmaru says we should buddy up and go check out the island. So we get to hang out with Cinnamoroll, and even though you can explore City Town at this point, what the quest really means for you to do is to talk to Choco Cat, talk to Kuromi, and find the Rainbow Tower. So if you want to just complete the quest and meet Usahana and explore City Town later, you can find Choco Cat a little to the left and behind the main area. If you head to the fountain to the left, you'll find Choco Cat and Kuropi standing a little behind it. Talk to them and Choco Cat says that this appears to be a cafe. They haven't seen anyone else around except for the purple nulls, and Kuropi says it has an energy full of potential. You'll find the Rainbow Tower across from the crosswalk. When you get there, there's a little cutscene with Cinnamoroll imagining who might live here. If you head to the far right side and go over the bridge, you'll find Kuromi and Batsmaru in the new Critter Corral. And Batsmaru says he can't wait to find his way to the top of these buildings. And Cinnamoroll says he could fly up to the tops of the towers, but he doesn't want to spoil anything. Once you've done those three things, meet your friends back at that rainbow area where you started, and talk to Choco Cat. Everyone's really excited about the new City Town region. Kuropi hopes these nulls could be friends with our nulls on Friendship Island. Kuromi wants to know what's beyond the fog, and Cinnamoroll says the Rainbow Tower is his favorite part because it's the prettiest building he's ever seen. And all of a sudden, someone is talking off screen. This is Usahana, and she says that's such a kind thing to say, and that we're all so cool, and everyone is shocked. Usahana comes over and welcomes everyone to City Town. Usahana confirms that City Town is not the name of the island, just her little piece of it, and that she doesn't know what the island's name is. Choco Cat asks her how she found the island, and she says she didn't actually find it. One day she was thinking about how different it would be if the world was brighter, if the building was more colorful, the lights shone bright and beautiful, and then poof, she was here. She says to feel free to explore because it would be nice to have more people here, and she says we can bring as many friends to visit as we like. Cinnamoroll says he wishes we had a gift for her, and Kuromi gives us Mama's apple pie to give to Usahana. So gift this to her. She says it's so nice it makes her want to dance. Choco Cat invites her to the Hello Kitty Cafe and notes that her cafe is closed, and she says maybe with people around it'll finally open. And she encourages us to explore. Choco Cat says he's gonna return to Friendship Island to share everything that we found with our friends, and this officially brings Usahana to the game and completes the quest Into the Fog. And from now on, you can go back and forth between City Town and Friendship Island. All you need to do is interact with the boat, or you can use your map and any of the fast travel locations you unlock here. If you're looking for good gifts for Usahana, if you're early game, any of the color pillars that you found around here, the rainbow caterpillars, make a pretty good gift. And so far, the best gift for leveling her up quickly is the rainbow lamb plush. So if you have the resources and you can gift her those, you can level her up pretty quickly. Don't forget to bring Hello Kitty with you to level her up even faster, or bring My Melody so you can get more of that rice for friendship reward. You'll unlock new quests with Usahana at level 3, where you'll be able to make new kinds of food, level 7, where you can finally open the cafe, and at level 10, where you'll be able to make even more things. Her friendship ability is an increased chance of additional food items being generated when you use the chef station, which you'll unlock with her at level 3, and you'll unlock that ability at level 4. In the meantime, there is so much to explore in City Town. We have new critters, new fish, a new critter preserve, a dozen new Gudetama to photograph, new chests around the region, and a new type of crate, as well as 3 fast travel points. But hopefully this helps you get to City Town and unlock Usahana. If you did, consider giving the video a like to help others find it as well. Subscribe for more Hello Kitty Island adventure content. I'll be doing guides on most of the new content, and we've live streamed all of the quests on the channel. Turn on notifications to find out the next time we go live. Hope to see you there.